Okay, so that's the network tree, and if I click on to that one, this is just showing you how many levels deep it's gone since I started.
Wow.
Oh, it's still going.
Wow. Oh my God. So you're going to need to build your leaf league, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. You can see the difference there with the right to the left.
Wow.
Now this is just gone so much more since I saw it last time.
Were you one of the first to join, Darryn?
I must have been, I think.
Yeah.
So that's 37 levels deep on that side.
Awesome.
And it would be a little bit less on the other side. So there's about 90 apparently on there, 90 people on 7 people on the other. So it's not too far behind.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a little peek of the back office and what you can get from there. Let's go back here and what happens. If it's plugged in. So that just tells you the next frequency for the increase, next frequency increase. So it's basically Digital Revolution 2. This is sort of making it possible now for real like money, but in a digital format. So this is all the different things that are going to be available. Some of these are already available now, like the web wallet and the this part here has also been done. There's payments is just about out now. Dascoin is also getting developed. There's Dasnet's already been developed, and Des Financial and Global ECN are new ones coming into the picture as well with that. So it's a very, very powerful system there, guys. And I can't stress enough how important it is to try and build your network as good as you can and strong as you can, because it's going to pay dividends for you later down the track. And that's your licenses there. Okay, so any of those licenses, you can just buy a license by itself and just become a customer. Or if you want to become an advocate, you just buy the license and also purchase or get an advocate fee on that as well to become an advocate, which would allow you then to build your structure. Yeah, that's about it really. Does anybody have any questions or any remember anything at this dreary night in New Zealand here? No, it's not like that.
Darryn?
Yep.
Okay. So if we, like I've already got a $100 license, and if I wanted to be an advocate and pay extra, do I pay by how?
Okay.
Do I transfer money into your bank account, or do I can I pay by TBC?
Oh, yes, you do a bank account. That's probably easier for me too. But Yeah, and easier for you if you can manage to do it that way. That's fine.
TBC?
If it's up to you, whichever one you prefer.
Okay. It'll be easier for me for TBC, but what currency do you want me to pay by?
Okay.
New Zealand
US. All right. No, just work it out. So it's in work it out to be in euros.
Pardon?
Just if you can work it out to have it in euros, because it's got to be in euros. Yeah. Hi there, Francis. How are you tonight?
Hey,
Good. Hi.
I can't.
So, sorry. This is a hangout that I was talking about, Francis. With it's a little bit different to the Zoom. You got your mic muted there, so I'm not sure how you do that. There'll be a system somewhere we can unmute it.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. There's
Got it
still a
working.
line going through the picture.
Yeah.
Hi, Darren. Thanks for the
Hi.
invitation. And
That's-
hi, Sandra. Sorry, not harmony.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so
I'm good, thank you, Darren. I'm good. How are you?
cool. I was going to say, if you've got anything you'd like to add to it, that'd be great, Francis. If you've got anything that I, you know, can bring it in something in from another aspect.
Oh, well, kind of missed what you were showing, didn't I?
Oh, okay. Just basically in my back office and just my binary tree and how it's grown to about 7 levels deep or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think just another important thing for advocates to keep an eye on in terms of your binary tree is to always check out your marketing tab and the bonus of the network bonus, because regardless of how many shields are on either side, left or right, it's all about the binary volume, which will sort of dictates what's your power leg opposed to your weak leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you just look at those two numbers at the top. That's what you're saying, isn't it, Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 194 on one side and about 67 on the other. So.
Okay then, yeah. Yeah, because I've actually had a switch in my legs.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
And I mean, yeah, no, I mean, on one side, it's 121, but now my side with 21 is my power leg.
Oh, okay. Gee.
So it's really important each week, especially after the payout week, is to go back and check out which leg is has the most binary volume. So then you know how to benefit yourself in terms of earning your network bonus anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So has that made a difference financially now, like that changing over?
Well, yeah, because I've sort of pretty much got. I have to resort back to building both legs now.
Yeah.
Because they pretty much got down to 200 on one side and 100 after they zeroed out. Just because.
So you had a 100 difference in one leg to the other.
Yeah, after a $2,000 got added to my weak leg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, see, that's how it can happen, though, isn't it? Really?
Yes, so that's why it's really quite important to check out your bonuses, your marketing, and then your network bonus each week, because you could have 200 on one side and 5 on the other, but let's say the 200 or 100s and the 5 on the other are 25,000. It makes a big difference. Yeah. So yeah, I just think that's just something to keep an eye on weekly.
Yeah. So how would you control that? How would you control that to change it over to the other one? You just have to actually introduce a lot of people, or those people introduce a lot of people, because you can sometimes get a person, what we call a runner. And
yeah. At the moment, I'm wanting to build back what was my original power league, just because everyone else is my team are in my week league. But I mean for them, because out of my team, I've just been, apart from one other, he's added 2, but it's more so I've been building that leg. So me building that is giving them a decent power leg. But yeah, I just have to get to building it again, get to sign people up, hopefully, yeah, just to secure,
Yeah. A lot of the people, they do find that recruiting might be one of the hardest things to do, but with the technology and tools that we've got out there now and we can use online, it just makes it to do. And there might be someone that sees you and they think, oh, I know that lady there, and I'm going to have a talk to her more about this, and before you know it, you've got someone wanting to join up with you.
Yeah.
That just happens, I was just talking today to Araha about that, and mentioning to her about the same thing, and she was saying too that that's exactly how it does work, and it's just all through building that
rapport and making those connections, I suppose, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And the more they can see your exposure there, the better too, for you and them. Yeah.
So what was the? Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
Francis, what was the easiest way that you found to recruit?
To tell you the truth, Sandra, I'm still quite struggling, in terms of finding, in terms of building a team. I think apart from myself, I have 10 directs. Two of them are customers. The other 8 are advocates, but so far they're not really. They're not. Yeah, one of them is his own best customer, like I am mine as well. I've been struggling just trying to find an audience who's, going to give me that time to share this wonderful business's vision with them. Really. We're looking for builders, eh, Darryn?
Yeah.
I mean, but but just
we're all looking for them.
Yeah, I got no. Yeah, so I'm still in the same boat, Sandra. I did get surprised though. A couple of my sign-ups, I had never interacted with them before. I just got a PM one day saying, hey, I'm quite interested. I'm like, okay, so how do we connect? Because I see we're friends, but I haven't really, ever seen any of your posts. And she just kind of said, oh, I've just been watching your page and I like you. I was like, oh, okay then. And then
Nice.
so that was like, I was like, wow, that's weird and cool in the same token, which is lovely.
So do you like throw your link out there anywhere else, like Twitter or Google Plus?
Personally, I don't actually throw my link out because I don't want, I mean, now it's a good thing that you can see who has used your referral link, because like the new CSV list that's in your back office, where you get everyone's email, because before that, unless they'd make contact with you, you wouldn't really know who they were. And as an advocate, we are, we need to teach people. It's not just about getting someone to sign up. Even though it's, in the long end, we all believe it's going to benefit them, but it's about education as well. And I don't really put my link out there much. It's, I'd rather build a relationship and like let that person know fully what this is about, what I'm trying to, what I'm pitching to them per se, opposed to, come sign up and then I'll catch up with you then. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit like with what you need to do there is just build around it first, you know what I mean? And then you can incorporate the link into your built profile.
Yeah. I've actually created my own business page on Facebook. So I quite often cross post from my personal page.
Okay.
They're both public, so and if anyone asks questions, I was like, I refer them back to my page, my business page. It's like, we'll go check out my page. There's a lot of information there, and you can leave a comment, send me a message there, and I'm quite happy to reply and answer any questions and so forth.
That's the one.
So So is your business page where you do a lot of your teaching?
Teaching per se is a lot of, yeah, I've been a bit slack on it lately. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I learn, all the new stuff that comes out, especially with that Zurich event, I was posting a lot of the live streams from there.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of, I still need to get through a couple of videos where, opposed to just putting the video out there, I was sort of watching it myself and then sort of giving a description of what's actually happening in the video. So if anyone just came to have a look, they're going to read before they had to sit there and watch, a 40-minute video, which, maybe if it's all new to them would be over the head.
Okay.
My pin post is actually just got some simple videos, like if you searched on YouTube, just the 2-minute explanation of DasPay, like the 2-minute, 3-minute explanation of Dascoin, and as well as now the branding vision of the Dascoin brand vision that was put together by St. Luke's. So yeah, sometimes when I get to the groups in terms of like the bulk groups, like Bitcoin or whatever, I'll just share my page and give a write up, tell them to check out my pin post, because that's the pin post, I've obviously pinned it for a reason, and I just add quite a bit of information into that. So opposed to them having to scroll through my whole page, they can just go there and check out what's in the post, check out what's in the comments, and pretty much a one-stop, information fill in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. And this is important to do this. Like, there's many different ways to do it, but that's important to do those things. Another good thing is to use a lot of video, especially like YouTube video. Like some people use the competitors' platforms as well, but with those, I've found you sort of more captured sort of an audience, unless it's been recorded, and then it takes that time to have to upload it to YouTube, and that might take a half an hour or something before it's uploaded. So yeah, I think I like this platform myself with the Hangouts, because it's instant, it's live, all up there and recorded without having to do anything else.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch some of what's his name, Thomas's tutorials on Hangout, and he's got so many tutorials. They're really helpful. But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. This takes the time to get around to doing it all too, and learning it and
utilizing it to its full potential. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So this has been around for a few years. This actual Google Hangouts, it has changed a little bit over the years. They've taken a few things out to what they used to be, but it still is going strong as it ever has been, previously as it was.
So like right now, I mean, is this like automatically getting uploaded to YouTube?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, Darryn, I haven't got my teeth in.
Oh, okay. Just don't do much smiling, Diana. Smile with your lips closed.
Ouch.
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of recruiting, no. Meetum gave some good. Well, we had a session at one stage. He sort of put out a message saying, if anyone wants some tips on different strategies. One of his suggestions were to actually hit people up that were online at the time in your list, on your friends list, and sort of like personally sort of hit their inbox and sort of start that conversation along the lines of I'd really like you to join Dascoin with me. And I was like, when I first heard that, I was like, oh wow, that's, I don't know, I felt a bit intrusive in a sense, but I mean, at the end of the day, you can only get a yes, oh, yeah, okay, what's that about, or I'm not interested. So
Sure.
and it was quite surprising, some of the the conversations that did come of that little comment. Yeah.
When you first probably
So where are you, Francis?
I'm in Wanganui.
Oh, far out, way down there.
I'm just down the road from you, Francis.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Martin.
Martin, oh, yes.
Far out.
So we got Darryn down south and Diana's where?
Up here in Mandarua, Auckland.
Oh, Auckland, Mandarua, Auckland. Oh, yes.
Mandarua.
Martin and Martin.
I've been following Shelley and Alicia and all them, and then with Darryn now.
Oh,
And you
yes.
taught me so much of those young ones. You and Harmony.
Okay.
I really need to change my profile name.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
So,
No,
Were you on the Zoom call on Sunday, was it, with Blair?
yep. The only thing
yeah.
is, didn't get to see much of it. I just had a visitor arrive at that time, so I just had it sort of playing in the background. But it would be really interesting to actually see that replay again.
Yeah, I mean, because a while back I went live about 1:30 in the morning after watching him at a Indian, at one of the Indian presentations. Because pre actually listening to him, we'd been told, blockchain as a service. It didn't really mean much. But when he goes into detail in terms of what kind of service that our blockchain could provide, and it's really quite, phenomenal. Really mind-blowing, and to me anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, like literally, it has, Dascoin blockchain technology has the ability to bring impoverished countries out of poverty,
Absolutely. That's really amazing, isn't it?
It is. I'd love someone to come here and sort of, get more understanding about that side of things.
Yeah.
I mean, because that could be, in terms of in New Zealand anyway, especially in terms of lands and stuff like that, that could really be incorporated here, for us to use, opposed to just sort of being on the, let's, sort of get this out, a future sorted with the Dascoin, we could really utilize that blockchain technology for ourselves, for our own issues with our own lands and stuff like that.
The great thing about it that it's going to supply water to practically millions of people, plus power as well, and take care of itself financially.
Yeah.
Keep that running.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, it's not just for there, it's sort of going to be like the whole system can be sort of kind of copied, into other places around the world. It's
just amazing. It's going to pull the world out of the poverty as we see it, and I think it's now become even beyond about the money side of it. Now it's more about what it actually do,
Yeah, and I mean, if you caught some of the snippets from the Zurich event, and it's a shame that it, sort of took to them to sort of really get to what they want to, how they want to portray themselves as a country, as a company. Because they want to be the currency of trust. So it's I mean, one of the compliance guy, what was his name, Tom Yao Yin. That's all up to each and every one that is part of this network, especially us advocates on how we, how we portray this business. I mean, hey, it's a bit late now. There's a lot of people out there sort of saying, not doing the do's, should I say? But yeah, they gotta. Oh, it's an amazing concept, and they really want to build on that. It'll be interesting to see what's going to come out of the advisory committee that's going to be sort of kind of put together in the May.
Can you give me the quick breakdown of what happened on that call? And,
with Blair?
Yeah.
Okay, so Blair just sort of kind of where did he start? I was sort of kind of in the midst of listening to the outside as well. He just sort of touched on what our blockchain can do in terms of, so because that's his sort of kind of sector, the blockchain. He did touch on Africa and Uganda, how they've found a way to utilize the blockchain to sort of what was it? So like to get
property titles,
the water and the power, as well as he touched on the basis like of the potential that school records, you know, around the world will be, you know, accessible on the blockchain type of thing. That like it's just so much, Darren. Yeah. Are you seeing the recording? There is a recording.
There is a replay up in the
yeah.
group. Yeah, cool.
Yes, there is. Yeah. So that he just sort of.
I guess I'll find a whole lot there.
You go have a look. Yeah, but it was about the blockchain and just some of the, what was the word he said, you know, the case studies that the blockchain can be applied, you know, to. And Africa was a main part that he talked about. And then he talked about sort of like school records and sort of like as well as like employment, you know, sort of having that accessible on the blockchain type of thing, you know, and lands as well. He mentioned lands, you know, that was like for me, you know, just I don't know, as a Maori, I was like, oh, what are you talking about? You know, how can we sort of get that sort of sorted, you know?
But lands and things like they'll be able to put all that onto the blockchain as well.
Yeah, as well as like you mentioned like, you know, and even, you know, just in those sort of kind of stuck with me in terms of like, you know, like there's green in India, there's places like in not so well known towns or cities or something that got really great green initiatives.
Yes.
And you know, if they hopped on the blockchain, straight from what they do, you know, all that information could be sort of like you know, uploaded live, you know, in terms of you know, what sort of grain this is, you know, what's in the soil, and you know, they can really market themselves on a world platform to be, you know, real, you know, what's it called? Oh, you know, like eco-friendly or, you know, just, you know, GE free type of thing, you know, really have that, that mass kind of marketplace.
And just producing all that just through that blockchain technology and
just sort of you know, and he even mentioned like, you know, coffee beans, you know, you know, all of that information straight off, you know, when it's getting planted into the ground to getting uploaded onto the blockchain, and it's all there, you know, all the records are there on the blockchain, you know, in chronological order. That nothing can dispute that. Just that.
Unbelievable, amazing.
Yeah, they could really give, you know, more sort of kind of credit and value to those people, you know, the people who are making the beans, and give them a real fair value for their work and their, you know, so they're not getting ripped off because they can't prove, well, you know, where it comes from. Are you sure it came from there? Because I can. It's all up there.
Like a stamp of approval.
Yeah, you know, so to really sort of kind of negotiate their fair trade price for their really organic, you know, blockchain certified produce.
Yeah, that's great, and I can see that happening in the future. Like just what you've said there, with those words, blockchain certified produce.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's there. It's on the blockchain, you know, and as we know, you know, code is law.
Yeah, immutable as well, which means it can't be removed. Once it's on that stamped on the blockchain, it's there for good.
Yeah,
taken off.
Yeah,
it's going to stop a lot of you know, cyber theft and things like this as well. So it's going to revolutionise that side of a lot of the hackers, because they like to even be able to hack into a blockchain.
Oh, I mean, you know, and even just the, you know, just the dirty, you know, the lawyer or whatever, you know, the other third party that wants to make a few more bucks on something, and you know, got their own contracts written up somewhere else. Well, that won't be happening. It's all on the blockchain.
Yeah, all on the blockchain.
Yeah.
That smart contract, just a small, like, you know, air ticket or something like that. It's a self-enforceable contract, which is automated from a machine.
Yeah, you know, there's no room for human error or greed there, because it's code. It's, you know, it's the computers doing their thing.
Okay.
Something won't happen until this happens from one end. You know, no one's trying to put, you know, Yeah, the code's not trying to, make a buck on itself. It's just doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. Look,
I mean, that could really actually sort of like, take some small businesses and be like, wow, we really have to grow because, the kind of attention that they could get from this,
Sure.
attention and potential customers and,
I'm just going to have to close down shortly because I've got another presentation to do as well very soon. Does anybody else got any other questions at all before we do close?
Nothing at this stage, thanks.
No, that's good. Oh well, thanks guys for coming along tonight, and appreciate that really much. And we'll be having a few more in the next few nights. And just if anyone wants to, I may not be doing it as a live one if we're doing some, sort of into back office work and that sort of thing. We can do that offline, but or off air, I should say. So just if you've got any queries or anything like that, guys, just PM me and I can help us get sorted on that. So once again, guys, thanks very much for coming tonight, and
thanks for the invite.
We hope to see you guys come again on to the next